Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the physical Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta Angel and just how good he is after his Extreme Z awakening with 2 dupes in the hidden potential system. Now Vegeta is a very interesting unit. He is a worthy rivals lead. He greatly raises defense for 1 turn on his 12 key, raises attack and defense for 1 turn whilst greatly lowering defense on his 18 key. And then he also has a unit super attack, which most importantly massively raises his attack by 1 for 1 turn, which basically doubles his attack. Now passive wise, he has key plus 2, attack and defense of 200%, additional key plus 2 and attack of 100% for 5 turns from the character's entry turn, and additional attack and defense of 10% each time key raises by 1 up to 180%. Guards all attacks and launches an additional super attack when key is 18 or more. All allies have picked up a orb. He will then give defense of 10% per key above obviously the first 6 obtained. Then he also gets additional attack and defense, not only based on having a Goku in the rotation, but having a Goku that is from the Majin Buu saga in the rotation. So he's quite dependent on a lot of factors coming together. Overall, he really is quite an interesting unit. For me, crit definitely feels like the best way to go with this guy, giving him those crits, just enabling him to do some really good damage with his attack stats. Overall, this guy has a very okay link set, one of those link sets that's not bad in any way, shape or form, but is only ever going to link either with certain specific units or will link with 1 or 2 other units at like a 3 to 4 level. The issue he has ultimately though is that he needs to link up with a Majin Buu Saga Goku. So just how good is this Vegeta? Well, to cut a long story short, he is an excellent second slot unit. I know that's probably not what people want to hear. Whenever you have a unit that performs based on how much key is raised, they're always going to be a second slot unit, because when it says key rises or attack and defense based on key or anything based on key, what that essentially means is it kicks in on super. It's just how it is. So when a unit has 18 key, the game won't register that that unit has 18 key or more until they fire off their super attack or their attack, so to say. It's just how the game's mechanics work. So he's a great second slot unit, and when I say great, I mean he really is a great second slot unit. He can start out with 30 million attack stats like it's nothing. He is really good right off the bat. His attack is really solid. His defense is great. He's got the guard mechanic as well. He provides a little bit of utility to the rest of the team. He has a great active skill that gives him a huge boost for 1 turn, making him very strong. And I think he's great. The problem is he is amazingly limited. So he really does rely on having a Goku, especially a Majin Buu Saga Goku. Not to say that he relies on him entirely, but if you go through the passive, you kind of realize that he's heavily dependent on having that Majin Buu Saga Goku on the team and in the rotation to make him really shine. However, when you can get that requirement met, he becomes an absolute beast, doing big damage, having great defense, really just kind of dominating the field in a way that is, I think, really impressive. So, like, he's a bit of a double-sided coin. He's quite a limited unit, but there's limitations, and when you meet all of them, it makes him an absolute powerhouse. So it kind of puts you in a bit of a catch-22, because he's an incredibly fun unit to use, but one that is oddly very restricted to Majin Buu Saga. Right now, Majin Buu Saga is probably one of the top teams in the game, so that's not a huge issue. The variety, or the big issue, is the availability of a Majin Buu Saga Goku. Sounds a lot harder than it may or should probably be, but we only really have like 3 viable options to run alongside this Vegeta. You have the first slot SS3 Angel Goku tank, who's great for the first couple turns as a tank. You then have the Vegeta and Goku strength unit that I'm using now, who, if you get them in the first turn and let them really build up, can be a great unit alongside this Vegeta, but won't fulfill a lot of his links. They'll fulfill some of them. And then you also have, like, that's about it really. Maybe the physical LR. Like, because you have tons of units that do fulfill half of the Goku requirement, but it's the Martian Buu Saga requirement that ultimately is the kind of stickler for this unit. Of course, at the end of the day, I think personally for me, this is a great unit. I love the EZA. I think it's very, very solid. I think it does a lot of great work. I think it ultimately produces really impressive results. And so for me, I for one am very impressed with Vegeta and Goku, or Vegeta I should say. But I do understand there are a ton of limitations on him, and I think it can drive people away from using him to the best of his ability. With that being said, he is really good, and his link sets are not too bad. Like I said, Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, you're not gonna struggle to get these links going, realistically speaking. Then the rest, same Warrior Race, or Lineage, all that sort of stuff is fine, but it's more Vegeta family-centric stuff. Obviously, the catch being that he doesn't want to link up with Vegeta family units at all. He wants to link up with Goku's and Martian Buu Saga Goku's. At the end of the day, I think Vegeta is really good. I think, although restrictions aside, he obviously has his limitations. I find him to be really good, really entertaining, really fun, and just a great unit that is a ton of fun to use and works great on the Martian Buu Saga team. He doesn't need a lot, so especially if you are just kind of running him as a flash rotation unit, I think he's a cool, fun unit to just kind of have around dealing big time damage, and can be useful. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about Vegeta, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.